What's good, what's good, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Merv for edition of the Black and Gold Hour show. A show where we talk about your New Orleans Saints. And in today's episode, I know y'all see it in my energy. I know y'all see it in my face. There's hope. I'm feeling good because the New Orleans Saints were able to get the victory against the Los Angeles Rams with a win today, 20-27. Andy Dalton, Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara stole the show today, and they were able to bring the Saints to victory. It was two hungry teams coming into the Superdome today, and the New Orleans Saints reigned supreme. Everybody was looking good, not too many mistakes, and we're gonna cover it all in today's episode. Man, it's a crazy NFC this season, but let's see if the New Orleans Saints can stay in the hunt because they survived another week. Let's get into it though. All right, so coming into the game, there was a lot of talk, as we know in Who Dat Nation, about Dennis Allen and Jameis Winston. Dennis Allen, I don't know, his tenure, his track with the New Orleans Saints as head coach has not been good. I mean, the New Orleans Saints look undisciplined some games. They look together other games, and it just seems like the New Orleans Saints could not be consistent. And overall, that led to what the New Orleans Saints had coming into this game, a 3-7 record. Now, Dennis Allen also talked about Jameis Winston, how he basically benched Jameis Winston to Andy Dalton due to his performance. But we hear Jameis Winston talk this week talking about how it was based on injury. So it's kind of like a lot going on with Dennis Allen, and none of it is equating to wins for the New Orleans Saints. So the Saints came in desperate in this game against the Los Angeles Rams in the Superdome. The NFC, as stated before, is not looking good. So the New Orleans Saints still have a chance in a weak NFC South to win the division and get into the playoffs. And we know that getting to the playoffs is all that matters. If you can get to the playoffs, any man can win any given Sunday, as we know. So going into the game, man, all eyes were on the New Orleans Saints defense and to see what Andy Dalton could do after he was named starter for the New Orleans Saints this week. Man, we seen Drew Brees on the sideline. We seen Vincent on the sideline. And I don't know if Brees was there to bring hope to the team, to galvanize the guys, but we definitely needed it because the Rams were coming in looking for a win as well as they've been struggling. They've been dealing with injuries. It's a lot going on between both teams, and you can see the aggressiveness on the field. You can see them ready to play and the intensity. So going into the game, the first thing that we noticed, Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill were taking over the game. And I honestly believe, and I said this a couple of weeks ago, if the New Orleans Saints can rely and utilize Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill, they may salvage this season and potentially get to the playoffs. Now, that's still kind of a dream, kind of my imagination talking right now. But they definitely can create positive plays on the offense if they utilize their playmakers, Alvin Kamara, and one of the league's most versatile players, Taysom Hill. I mean, they were running all over people. It seems like Taysom Hill would get 8 yards. Alvin Kamara would get 6. Alvin Kamara would catch passes out of the backfield. Andy Dalton was getting Alvin Kamara the football as well as Taysom Hill, and you can't ask for more than that. And if by chance Dennis Allen's reasoning for starting Andy Dalton was just simply out of performance, I will say that Andy Dalton does get Alvin Kamara the football. He missed Alvin Kamara a couple times that would have led to some additional big plays. But overall, Andy Dalton was able to get Alvin Kamara the football. And he was able to get Chris Olave the football as well. And let's talk about that boy, Chris Olave. I mean, I know the Eagles kind of got our pick, and with the way this season is going, man, we need that pick, especially for the future. But we can't be mad at the results that we're getting from Chris Olave. That boy is real. Catching the ball with his hands, stumbling, catching big yards. And he's, I think, leading the league, leading receivers, rookie receivers in yards right now, in receptions. He's doing his thing. That boy is looking elite. He's explosive. He comes back to the football. All the fundamentals you want to see from a rookie wide receiver, Chris Olave is doing that. And we also seen our boy Jarvis Landry being able to get in there and make some plays as well. Overall, the Saints looked honestly, after about the first quarter, the Saints kind of dominated the rest of the game. The defense was looking explosive, and we didn't see Cam Jordan in the lineup. And we saw the defensive line passing, we seen Shuttle. We seen everybody kind of getting in there making plays. It was kind of a slow start. Weren't getting to the quarterback much in the first quarter, but after that, the defensive line was on par with one of the best in the league. They looked like the team we expected to see going into this season. And we also saw the secondary do their thing as well. Debo, good tackle in the first quarter. I gotta talk about that tackle on that third down play, the first drive for the Rams. Oh my gosh, Debo's tackle. Oh my gosh, that short hand, getting the receiver to the ground. That's what we want to see from this defense, man. They're so talented, man. And it just seems like this season, tackling has just been an issue, but we didn't see a lot of that in today's game. We didn't see so many missed tackles. We seen Alontae Taylor making plays. That boy plays with confidence where, I mean, even when Marshawn comes back, we got to have Alontae Taylor on the field. That guy is making plays, and it's just, man, it seems like, man, he gets better every game. You see more flashes from him every game. And even last week when he kind of had a so-so game, man, he came back this week, and even when receivers caught the ball, he's getting his hands in there. He's getting gritty, making sure that completion is not caught. And man, Alontae Taylor is doing his thing, and that's definitely something that we want to see from the rookie. And man, hey, as we said, Kaden Ellis is doing his thing at linebacker. We heard Jonathan Vilma on the broadcast talking about how Kaden Ellis, he's all over the field. He's getting his hands in there. He's not Pete Werner, but Kaden Ellis is doing his thing, man. So we definitely got to give kudos to him because he's definitely stepping up and playing big alongside Demario Davis, man. But this is just a quick recap. These are my quick thoughts. These are my quick reactions to the game. The New Orleans Saints really did their thing today. And one thing that I do want to highlight about the New Orleans Saints, not many penalties into this game. I think they had maybe 1 or 2 penalties, which is something that we haven't seen all season, with the Saints being the 3rd most penalized team in the league. Now, the New Orleans Saints definitely did their thing this week, keeping the penalties down. And so, as Jonathan Vilma says, if I'm Dennis Allen, if I want to keep the team spirit high, I don't go into a lot of the mistakes, but we kind of talk about the things that did go well. The minimum penalties, great tackling, and getting Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill the football is something we definitely want to continue seeing. Now, the Saints do have a game on Sunday against the 49ers, who know all about running the football. So we're going to be running the football too. Hopefully Pete Carmichael and Dennis Allen do their homework and continue to run the football, because it's obvious that the New Orleans Saints do have something in their running game. And if they rely on that running game, they may get pretty far this season and be able to salvage what's left of the last 6 to 7 weeks. But that's it for the Black and Gold Hour show. That's my quick recap. It's a lot going on. It was a lot in the game, man. But the New Orleans Saints have lasted and survived another week in this terrible NFC. But thank you guys for watching the show. Remember, for this Merv Speaks segment, think of the word imagination. Sometimes we lay down at night and we think about things that we don't even believe are possible. I don't believe that God gave us these imaginations and these dreams and these visions for no reason. They lead to something. They might not lead to the exact imagination you see or the exact vision that you're seeing, but it will definitely lead to something much, much greater. So remember to tap into your imagination. Dive into it. When you lay down at night and you're thinking about where you want to be, where you want to go, and what friends and community you want to have around you, lean into that. And I'm sure good results will come. But thank you guys for watching the Black and Gold Hour show. This is a quick recap. Not a lot of bad things to talk about, which is a sigh of relief. But thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. Be blessed. Peace.